What's up, beloved? How you doing?
I'm ready. So,
Did you cook any sweet potato pie?
Nah. I tell you what, man, I'm going empty-handed and going with a plate. Going with a plate.
How many you got on your line? About 3-4 plates in the stash you gonna go for?
You know what? Last year I did 3 plates. So that's my record.
That's not bad.
That's my record.
That's so you're going for 4 now.
I'm going for 4. I gotta break that record. Gotta break it.
You're going to break it.
I don't know, man. So I got my auntie who coming from down south, from Virginia. She coming up.
Oh, she coming?
Oh man, she was like, yo,
she ready.
Gonna cook that wonderful plate.
Oh.
So I was like, oh man. So I'm very excited for that. Family time is always a good time.
She coming. She coming to do her part.
Oh yeah, definitely. What about you? What are your plans?
I'm going to my pops joint. You know what I'm saying? Like my pops is doing something. It's my stepmother's birthday. Happy birthday on Thanksgiving. So we're gonna celebrate Thanksgiving and a birthday. You know, shout out to my mother.
Okay.
You know, so you know, happy
Shout
birthday, moms. Yes, indeed. So we're going up. The kids going up right now. They on their way up to chef up and help her and make it a beautiful day for tomorrow.
Okay, I know the OG got to be excited about that.
Oh, he pumped, man. he's pointing fingers and everybody is moving.
Oh man. I'm telling you, you already know my encounter with the OG.
The OG,
like, okay.
man, he's the triple OG. He just point fingers and everybody do their part.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. He's definitely he's a solid individual.
Yeah, the old man's definitely the truth.
So
we need more like him, you know.
Definitely need more people like him. You know. So why? For the people that don't know who you are, give them a quick introduction. If they don't know by now, I don't know, man. They probably too young for this.
All right. Well, I'm the one that bought you DMX, Jadakiss, Locks, Swiss Beats, Eve. I bought you a little bit of Irv Gotti. I bring, I'm the one that kind of that actually the founder of Ruff Ryders. I bought the concept, the idea, the whole visionary. I'm the visionary of Ruff Ryders, that actually God blessed me to be able to have the opportunity to come out of the street game and get into doing something different than throwing bricks at the penitentiary. So, I had a friend of mine that introduced me to the game, rest in peace, Heavy D, out of Mount Vernon, New York, that grew up with me and my brother, with Puffy over there in Mount Vernon, and he one year they was just regular kids. The next 2-3 years later, they was on the top of the charts.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sitting out there throwing bricks out the penitentiary in front of the Shabazz restaurant on 3rd and 3rd, and Heavy D pulls up in 3-4 different white cars. One was a Range Rover, 2 Benzes. I had to, I'm posting up. I'm post up, and I tell him, I ask him, I say, yo, I want to get into business, man. I'm trying to get off these streets. Yeah. And Heavy D told me, he said, I ain't gonna promise you anything or guarantee you shit. He said, you get an artist you believe in and you make hits, and the industry come to you. So I said, that's it. He said, that's it.
So he fed you the game. He told you basically a quick rundown.
He gave me the blueprint far as just what you have to do. It was all up to me to make to put in the work. So my man Tiny was right there, and my man Tiny was from Yonkers. So when he finished or whatever, have left, I was like, we need an artist. I need an artist right now, so we can get up out of here. I need to make a move. So he said, yo, I got the perfect artist. He had a cassette in his pocket with DMX, Darkman X at that time. And he played it in my 300ZX Nissan. And, it was sky's the limits. Yeah, I had the Burgundy 300, man. So how that joint was hard. Nice. Yeah, and I was begging this. I had everything on that joint. And that's where I started with DMX. My man took me to Locust Hill. I met DMX. He was in a hoodie. And it's been on ever since. That was 1987.
I was gonna ask you, what fueled you? Like, what fueled you? Like, what made you go out there and get it? But you pretty much answered that.
Yeah, I mean, it was, I was born an entrepreneur because my father was an entrepreneur. So, I was raised as a Muslim. So at that time, he was at we went to all the bazaars. We did all of, my father ran all the food stores and stuff. He ran like the steak and takes. He had all the steak and takes in the East Coast. He ran all the East Coast. He ran all the fish from Peru. So my pops had us working in warehouses. My pop owned a warehouse out in Brooklyn. It was 100,000. The bazaar. So
Okay.
we call it the bazaar. It's like a festival for the FOIs.
Oh, okay.
And so we was kids and young at that time, and basically, we used to do a lot of work on the ice cream trucks in the summertime and things like that. We did a lot of selling fish and shrimp on 25th Street. So we was hand in hand. We was already entrepreneurs. We didn't know nothing about working for anybody. We always working as a family-based situation. So, big ups to the old man, Pop OG set it off.
You mentioned the FOI, right? So, and the Muslim community, how is that something that you've been since a child?
Yeah, I was born a Muslim.
Okay.
I was born, we all born Muslim. When we all in our mother's stomach, we're basically in prayer mode. We in prayer mode, and just when we get out, we get introduced to something different. So we all Muslim. It's just what we introduced into our religion. Who's raising us is how it falls.
Yeah. So raise up mic 2.
Raise the mic. Raise the mic.
Mic 2. Mic 2.
Mic 2. Mic 2. Check 1. Check 2.
Yeah. No, your mic is sound loud and clear. My mic sounds nice.
Yeah. Yeah, we in there, baby.
Okay, so this is something that you was raised on. This is something
I was born and raised a Muslim. I strayed, and I got locked up, and the whole thing went down. After about, my mother had father, divorced about when I was 7 or 8 years old. From there, boom. We just start, living pole to post, aunts and uncles' houses, getting kicked out of all kind of, situations. So we hit this, we had a pattern, and we never really stayed anywhere too long.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, we end up in jail, and my brother went upstate to Catasauqua. I went to Harlem Valley, Goshen, juvie joints, Spofford. And then, I met Mike Tyson up in there. We was in that joint. And, we had hard, right? We had to fight for everything, you know what I'm saying? Everything, we had to grind for whatever was ours.
Nothing was given.
No give me's, man. Everything was, all hard work and dedication. Staying focused and, just not blaming anybody for whatever happened to us. Just doing whatever we got to do to make it happen for us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how it went.
You pretty much had a drive. You had a drive within you already. Like you said, no one really had a job. It was more of, you know what, I'm not gonna work for someone. I'm gonna create my own job.
Yeah. Well, one time when I got older, my pops, my pops, when I got older, my mom was going through something, and she was like, you gotta go see your pops, like, you know what I'm saying? He's over there doing what he gotta do. He's on 25th Street in the office. He can help you, get you rocking or whatever. So I go over to see my pops. Now I got a little bit older. We was in and out working with him, and he was like, I'm like, I need some money. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, well, what you asking me for money for? I'm like, froze. You know what I'm saying?
I can see this conversation too. I can see this conversation.
The old man, he's like, what you asking me for money for? So I was like, yo, I ain't got no food. I need to eat. He said, man, go in the refrigerator. He said, go in the freezer and get some fish and shrimp. Go outside. That was like 8 a.m. He said, go outside to take some fish and stuff like that. You see what the quotes are and everything. I went outside. I've been working the whole summer, going in and out, of, walking up and down 25th Street, selling shrimp and fish. It was frozen. I'm rocking that joint, and then that's when I found, I found my true essence of I like to make my own money and get right. You know what I'm saying? So that's where he broke me right there. I did the whole summer there. I didn't know who he was when I bought that first time, and I did that. I sold like $300-400 worth of stuff that day.
One day.
In one day, that was my first go around.
Yeah.
So I got all this money, right? I'm like, here it is. And then he said, all right, that's your money then. So I was like, oh, okay, I can work with this. You know what I'm saying? And so he said, that's how you do it. So I said, okay. But my pops was fewer words, so he didn't really talk. His whole thing was all like body language, eye contact. It was just like real militant, because we was raised militant. So it was just like a look. You already knew what you had to do. So
that look, you knew you was in trouble. You knew you did good.
You knew you had to step up to the plate. Yeah. So it was no hand me down. So I guess between age of 1 and 7. Or 1 and 8, or 1 and 7 is where you install all the right ingredients to a kid, and once you give them the right ingredients, it becomes them, and then they takes that for the rest of their life with them. So if they miss that for that 1 and 7 years, if they miss that, they miss out, because now they lost. You know what I'm saying? So when you got a strong foundation coming out the gate. And even if you got some twists here and there, but you got a good mother and a good father, and they actually represent something, and you installing them, they gonna ride that wave. And so, wherever they go, it's gonna be all love.
This is what I tell everyone: it is always good, regardless if the relationship works out with your other half or not. Mm-hmm. Make sure you stay in that child's life.
Yeah, you got it.
Because
yeah.
It's always good, because you know what, you can do the co-parenting thing from opposite fields if you're working together and the communication is there. The relationship might not be there, but the communication between the child has to be there on both parties. And you know what I mean, that's definitely something that I think this generation
broken
is
families.
Yeah,
I call it that's the broken families. It happens, everybody don't survive through it. You have those families that they have the mother's there or the father's not there, or the father's in jail, the mother's high, or the mother's working, and the kid's raising themselves, right? So you got a whole situation there. That situation is up and down. So who raised the kid? The kid raised itself, and the street raised the kid. So now when you come home, you ask the kid, who are you, and the parent. You ask the kid, who are you, and the kid asks the parent, who are you. So now you got two people that actually don't even that's blood, but they raised they not together, right? So now you got this wild problem. You got a wild goose. You got wild situations. So you just you definitely right about that. You gotta try to, if you separate or you not, you have to really make sure that the mother and the father come together to maintain the presence for that kid to grow.
Definitely. So let's take it back a little bit, because everybody's like Yonkers. They from Yonkers. And really, the Dean family is from.
We're from Uptown.
When you say Uptown, you
so you're talking from Manhattan all the way up to Westchester. Marburn and Yonkers. The Bronx. We born in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? Manhattan and the Bronx. We was pretty much, we consider ourselves born in hip hop. Yeah. Because the pioneer hip hop was Kool Herc. Mm-hmm. Kool Herc lived in the same building, and me and my brother D and my brother Poe and TD and my sister Siobhan and Gina. We lived on the 3rd floor. Kool Herc lived on the 2nd floor. Me and D's room was directly above,
so you
on top
practically
of
neighbors.
And his brothers, we all raised together. So we used to take out all the record crates out to the van, and we'd break dance. So we was in hip hop before we even knew that hip hop ever existed. So we consider ourselves born in hip hop. So we was there from the birth of it. So where we from the Bronx. We from there we left the Bronx. We went to Philly. From Philly, we went back to the Bronx. From the Bronx, we went back to Mount Vernon.
So it was
To
just
Mount
like
Vernon,
hopping
we
all
went to
over the place.
Yonkers. Then from there, we went to Harlem. And so we never stayed nowhere. So Uptown was like our house, right?
Okay.
And then we say, we was from Uptown.
Yeah.
But we represent all those elements in those
It's-
different
it's
cities.
just like
different,
everybody.
boroughs.
It's like Yonkers, because you made such an impact.
Oh,
here
we
in
set it
Yonkers.
off in Yonkers. Right here, this is the room that we did our first record in. You know what I'm saying, with DMX, with the Locks.
What was that first record? Like
That
the
was
name of that record?
Born Loser.
Born Loser.
We did this song called Born Loser for DMX right here with Dr. Seuss.
Rough House Records.
We did we
Right.
did the deal with Ruff House Records. That's when the Fugees and all them was over there out of Philly. And then we had a single deal over there. So we did a single deal. That was a 9-month window. We did that. That played its course, and then we came. We went and did other things with DMX. But we did that. The Catch Us Same Hell. We did the I gotta make a move and make it soon. I gotta take a block and make it boom. We
Boom.
coming through, so make some room. So that joint we did in here. We did had the that joint Niggas Done Started Something right here. We did that joint with DMX, with the Locks, with Mace. Everybody had to do that verse, write their verse, and record it right on the spot, right here in this room. Matter of fact, this is everything that's kind of pretty much the same. I left this room the same. We did Swiss Beats in this room. Everybody came out of this room. My father, this was a whole office building. My father asked him, I said, listen, I need a studio. I need to set up shop. All these spaces here was all office space, right? Lawyers and a lot of up and coming lawyers and stuff was in this building. Now they judges and they running the mayors and all that. So
Senates and all
they
that.
senators and all that stuff, right? So then, but we was the only outcasts in the building. There's nobody wanted us to come in through the front because we was on our street shit. So they like, all right, y'all can't, cause you can't come through the front. I said, well, how we gonna get in the building to record? So they said, y'all gonna have to go up to the escalator. The fire escapes through the back.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, cool, we'll do that. So we went and we came in through the back, and then we used the roof in the back for the entourage. So we was having fun with it. I believe the smallest spots is more intimate and more, you get more hits out of that. You know what I'm saying? So we had fun with it. It was a beautiful ride. You know what I'm saying? The ride was beautiful. My pops and everything was like, he was like real kind of like, yo, why y'all cursing at y'all music and all that? It was like a problem with him. You know what I'm saying? But we told him, just calm down. We'll get it. We're just getting it done. He didn't get it. He said all this hip hop, and y'all talking crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, no.
Is he still like that to this day?
Yeah, he's still in it.
He still don't like all that cursing and all that
He
foul
still be
language?
giving us a hard time, but we took it there. You know what I'm saying? We made made all those hits, and we made everybody a believer. You know what I'm
Definitely
saying?
did.
The non-believers became believers. You know what I'm saying?
Well, 2 records 1 year, both
Yeah.
platinum.
We dropped 2 records back to back, and went diamond on them in
It's
1
only an
year.
8-month gap in between those 2 records.
Yeah,
Really,
yeah,
8-9 month gap in between those 2 records.
Well, we did what we used to do with the music thing. We worked 24 hours. We always had 5 or 10 producers internal. We always had a couple of writers, and so we had artists, multiple
Adam on
artists, and we always did 8-hour shifts, 3 8-hour shifts a day. And everybody, we worked 7 days a week, so we always were ahead of the race. You know what I'm saying? So now we just gotta, we gotta reintroduce that formula back to the game, and do it with the new generation and keep it popping. That's basically it.
Now, you've dealt with a lot of artists in the industry. Has there ever been an artist that you regret not signing? Like an artist that came through here and was like, wow.
Oh, it was the artist. It was 50 Cent.
50. That was the
50.
artist?
50 was the artist. I remember that. It was 50. I think it was 50 Cent. I ain't never tell nobody this one.
Oh, man. Maybe nobody asked you this question.
Yeah.
Because, you made history. You made history with a family. And you know what? Through our personal conversations, you always told me, sincere, not one wins. the whole team wins.
If one win, everybody win. That's how it go. If one fight, everybody fight. Don't tell me, yo, he came back. And oh no, well, why you ain't bloody? Well, then now we gotta get you bloody.
And it's not easy. It
don't work like that.
It's not easy. It's not easy. So not easy. But so you had 50. So
you
you had
had
50.
50.
You was just like, wow.
So it was basically how it went like this. 50. I got the instinct of it, but 50 submitted. I think 50 reached out because he wanted to be a Ruff Ryder. And if I'm wrong, 50 can call me. We can address it. And look at me, I'm here. So at the end of the day, so basically, I think 50 had the beef with Murder Inc.
Oh, okay. So this was around the time they did that shut them down.
I think so. Yeah, so they had that back and forth thing going on, and I think my brother was handling the situation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that he wanted to be, involved with the Ruff Ryders. I heard that my brother and them heard his music. They was rocking out. I didn't even get to hear it until it was after. I'm like, okay, cool. 50 came through here first, and he was like, yo, I want to rock out. But, you know what I'm saying, since we so loyal and family and respect our own, Irv Gotti is our brother, so we couldn't go against the grain with him and Murder Inc. and Preem and them because they family, you know what I'm saying? So we couldn't feud more beef within the family, so he was going at them, and we would have been with him, and we would have been them, and it would have been like, we don't believe in faking the funk, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we ride, and it's all in, there's nobody, so we knew they was family, but if they wasn't beefing, I really would, snatch them up. I would have did 50, because I was really feeling the music and all that. When I found out that, you know what I'm saying, that he did come to the table, I think it was with my brother and them, they was vibing with him and so on and so forth. But then I was like, damn, I would have snatched that up real quick. You know what I'm saying? So that was one little situation.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I want to talk about you being liberal with your artists, giving them like a lot of, opposed to holding them where they can't name, holding them where they can't grow as an artist. I don't see the Ruff Ryders did that.
Oh yeah. But we feel that, you know what I'm saying? You're not an artist till you become a brother, become a family. We a family now. So even though we might do a deal, that don't mean anything. Now that means something because black and white to be legit.
Yeah,
everybody be clear what the deal is, and we all need to respect. You know what I'm saying? If we meet our obligations, we don't meet it, we gonna own it. Right? We gonna respect each other and do the best we can to help and support each other. That's our motto. So if it works, it works. If it don't work, then we're gonna make it a win-win situation. Everybody do what they gotta do. But you become family when you work with us. You know what I'm saying? So most artists that come to us, we let them be who they are. We just give them guidance, and we show them the way. Whatever we have at the table, any deal that we working with, we expand the deal. We give them the option to grow. And then once they blow up and we get them on it, then they expand their brand and do what they got to do, then there's more love. It's just like having a kid coming from out of your house, you raised, and then you want to keep them in the basement. But you never want to let him go out and explore the world. We don't believe in that. We believe once you grow, you should go out and make your own family. And then you should be able to fish and do what you need to do, because you an extension of me. I mean, we did it together. And we always going to be family. If you having success and you're winning out there, that means I'm winning. I might not be eating with you right now, but just you winning is I'm winning because we came from the same place. So we believe in entrepreneurship. We believe in independence. We believe in supporting people's dreams as well as ourselves. And we believe win-win situations.
Well, I definitely believe that in you. Not only because you're standing in front of me, but because you gave us the opportunity to have another platform which is Ruff Ryder Radio.
Yes.
Where, you know, we pretty much give the streets what they've been missing.
That's
which
right.
is that raw hip hop. We don't only play, we support the artists that we have today, but we also support the artists that we had yesterday.
Yes.
You know, and that right there, what made you say, you know what, let's create another path. Let's go down another path and create more history with Ruff Ryder Radio.
Yeah, well, you know, first I want to thank you for coming to the table and working a leap of faith. I'm starting from nothing to build something. So we want to definitely, you know, acknowledge your support and your dedication in pulling it off. So that's important, you know.
Yeah, thank you. Me and the team, we get together. Sometimes we argue. Sometimes we don't see things eye to eye. But you know,
the whole team, everybody. I want to thank everybody from Ruff Ryder Radio that actually understand the vision. Mm-hmm. See, because I'm a visionary. So my thing is I'm only as good as the team that I pick. So if I pick a dope person, right, and they can actually execute the vision, that opens the door for other vision opportunities to happen. So with you and their team here is a model, because when I open the floodgates for another situation to happen, for say offense, I open up a camera team or a TV division, and I give them an opportunity and a lane to work from. Some people come to me and say, "Well, yo, you didn't give us enough room to do things like we need to do." I said, "Well, what are you talking about? I ain't give you no room." I said, "You ain't taking advantage of the opportunity." I said, "Well, look at Ruff Ryder Radio. They started when you started, and where you at and where they at." I said, "Hey, y'all gotta, I can make this phone call." No, don't call sincere. I said, "I can make the phone call right now, cause he's a living organ of this situation here." So what are you telling me? I said, "I give you room to be all you can be, or you can complain and be nothing, or you can just put in the work, one of the two." Yeah. So we have to honor hard work and dedication. We have to respect that. And through the fights, ups and downs, it's only a difference. It's nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? When you working in a business or with your family or whoever, if you don't have differences and y'all don't have a fight, y'all don't have a business. And then y'all can't come back and eat right after it, and you know, and get it and go and get a slice of pizza. We got a problem here. This is personal. You made this personal just because I didn't agree or disagree with your situation. You know, I hit the 50, so I'm in the 50 mark. You know what I'm saying? So I did my time. You know, I did my half a century, and you know, I'm feeling good about this situation. I feel younger than that.
You in the gym, you doing your thing.
I'm swimming. I'm doing it all, man.
You moving around?
Yeah, man. I'm setting it. I mean, God is setting the tone for whatever comes for me, right? Yeah. And if it comes for me, it comes for everybody. So, you know what I'm saying? I walk in faith. You know what I'm saying? I believe every person should walk in faith in self, and faith in God, the higher power. So, you know, when you walk without a destiny. You don't walk. You walk in vision. You walk in a journey, right? Mm-hmm. And so, if you walk in destination, every time you accomplish something, you will always be like, "Yo, I want this. I should have did that. It should have went down," and you disappoint yourself, right? So, really live in your vision, right? Live in your vision, not your circumstance, but respect the reality of it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely. I feel you on that one, man.
And so you'll never disappoint yourself. You'll always be 10 steps ahead of the game, because you'll be like, "Oh, this is just another chapter in my journey," right? Yeah. And so you walk in faith, and you have a vision, you have your destination. You can't, you know, your destination. Don't let your destination get in the way of your vision. So live in your vision, and remember you're on a journey, and walk in faith.
I'm telling you, man. It's never a dull moment talking to Waah. Never. You always learn something. You always get something to soak in. You know, Waah, let me ask you a question. I don't know, you've probably been asked this question before, but who is on your top 5?
What, old or new?
Top five. No, it's your top five. I can't tell you how to season your top five. Your top five is what you listen to. You in the gym. You in the gym working out. You doing your thing. You partying. You dancing. Who you got?
Oh no, I ain't even get into that like that. Let me see. What I got in my head. I respect Coogee rap. I like Coogee rap. I like Rakim. I'm feeling Rakim heavy. Those are my first two. I like those two. I like Kiss. I think Kiss is a no-brainer. You got I like Busta.
Great energy.
I like Busta. Busta is a go.
Yeah, Busta, and they working on a new album too.
Yeah, Busta's a go. And I'm loving Lauryn Hill.
Ooh, Lauren.
Lauren's a go. She got to get respect and respect is due. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's Coogee Rap, Rakim, Kiss, Busta, and Lauryn Hill. That's amazing right there. And what?
That's a no-brainer. It's different though.
It's different. It's different. You know what I mean?
It's
And
different.
that's what I'm saying is everybody got a different taste bud when it comes to music. You know, what record out now from the new era you have heard it was and gravitated to?
Oh, you gotta give that Mia joint from Drake. You gotta get that up.
Okay. Yeah, Drake on fire. He's having a good.
Drake
run
got
right
off
now.
on that. He used to be very versatile on that with the Mia joint, the Bad Bunny Mia joint. I went that. I was on that. The young lady did the Trophy joint. She got off on that.
Her celebrity.
Yeah, she got off on that. I gotta give her that one.
She stay up time. She stay up there.
She's a monster.
Oh yeah.
She got off on that. And who else you got? You got the Amigos. They got off on that Walking Like I Talk It. You know, I like that joint. So many joints out there. My sons was playing that Juice World joint.
Oh, the cameraman over there, he's like,
That
yeah.
Juice World joint was
Okay.
kind of crazy, but Juice World kind of threw me for a hula hoop because he had a couple of joints. I can't remember the joints, but it was this one joint they threw me for. I had a bad weekend with Juice World, man, with my sons. It started with Juice World. Was it Juice World? Juice World had a song that strictly, fully promoted just getting high. I forgot what song was that. Oh man, this song is so crazy. I had to tell him to turn it off. I'm on vacation out here. I'm not trying to hear this song,
Yeah.
but they had. I liked the song, but
Yeah.
the way he kind of like dressed it up,
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, this is a subliminal setup,
Yeah.
right? But it was dope. But I wasn't into it that day. You know what I'm saying? But so they teased me with that, and he had another joint he had a couple of joints that was crazy, but Juice World joint. So he had some hot joints on there. You had what else you had out there that was going in? You had 6ix9ine, he was fighting back. He had a nice little flow.
Mm-hmm.
He's still doing his thing, but I know, hope he get through what he's got to go through. You know what I'm saying? That little journey. He had a couple of banging joints. He joined he did with Nicki. That was that's a decent joint.
Yeah, definitely. He got a record out. Well, him and A Boogie locked in and they mixed it up. On a record. So hopefully we get to hear that soon. Hopefully we get to have Tekashi 6ix9ine out in the street because I don't wish nobody behind the wall. But according to what they reporting out there, they saying it's either they arrested him now and saved his life. Because if they didn't arrest him, they said where he was going was pretty much in a coffin. So they saying, the authorities are saying that they intercepted what was going to happen to him.
Oh, they saved his life?
They saved his life. That's what they're reporting right now.
So they're going to save his life in jail too?
That so it's like, how are you going to save the man's life? Because not only did you put him in jail, but you put him in gym pop. So he's out
They
there.
put in population?
Yeah. So now he's not.
Where he at?
I know he got snatched up by the feds. So I don't know.
Feds gonna send him everywhere, so he's gonna be all over the place.
He's gonna be moving around, and I think his next court date is Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Tuesday. His lawyer offered $1 million, his passport and everything. He's like, no. This guy's gonna stay behind bars until the next court date. See what the judge say. Then, as of right now, they got him down with charges that will be life sentence. So he will be facing, and I just look at it like another Bobby Shmurda situation. They let the kid bubble, they let the kid make some money. Now let's take it all from him. And he came out here with a crazy energy, crazy spark to the music industry. A lot of people laughed at him and said, "You're not gonna do nothing. You're not gonna do well." And look where he's at. I think he's 9 for 9 on the Billboard. 10 for 10.
He's 10 for 10 now,
he's 10
right?
for 10.
Yeah, he going in. I like the young boy spirit. I mean, you don't have enough.
He mixed it up. He tapped into that Latin culture with the music.
Yeah, he was on the roll.
Yeah, definitely. So again, I wish him the best.
Yeah, I wish him the best. He do what he got to do.
Some of his actions I wasn't so happy about. With what happened earlier in his career, as an individual. I'm going to pretty much base on his career only, but as an individual, everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah, but you living in a train wreck era. So they wanted a movie, so he made a movie. So he made a movie, and sometime he was able to put it on live, right? He was able to go live with it and watch the world. So everybody's not willing to let the world see the true essence of who they are and just let it all be out in the open. And he happened to be that. He did what he had to do. He's, and it's consequences for that.
Oh yeah, definitely consequences for that. Everybody in this industry don't play right. So, how was that for you when you moving around in this industry and dealing with all these different labels?
What happens when you blowing up, right? You learning the game and earning the game at the same time because you don't really know the game. Yeah. You just don't know you're gonna blow, right? Yeah. So now everybody's just caught up in the hype trying to make it happen. Just that we out working you niggas. We working hard, we going hard, we having fun, making a lot of mistakes in the process of it. So we understanding that we don't have the right people in our circle. So every time we take a hit, we like, damn, nigga, we just lost $1 million tonight. Yeah. But we like, fuck it, we gonna make that back. And so when you out there running and gunning, you just caught up in the hype. And everybody that's around you makes it even worse, because now you got the entourage. And you got to make a movie, so it's all got to look good for the camera anyway. So when you come to the city, you got to take the city over. You telling me you telling me you that next nigga comes to my city. All right, I'll be there tonight. Boom. Now we want to see if y'all really banging like y'all say y'all are, right? So at the end of the day, somebody's got to drop. Somebody got to go down, right? So now it's a domino effect. So now you got to prove yourself. In the meanwhile, the back end is making all the money. That critics, the ones that sitting behind the scenes talking shit, they cashing in off of your hard work or your sacrifice to try to get on. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Well, do you believe that artists lose their images when they're trying to get on?
Some artists. Some artists don't because they true to themselves. You know, like an ex, he's true to himself. You're gonna get what you are, what you know what he is. He's a true artist.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna compromise who he is for the industry.
Yeah.
See, because when you get in the system wants you to change. Not all of them, but they want you to change a certain way, a certain image. They trying to make, you know, make certain connections so they can make bigger bucks, bigger dollars. And sometimes a train wreck and a reckless situation could make them a lot of money. But some lose their self because they trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What was the biggest thing you've told all your artists? Like, what was the most valuable thing you told your artists?
Our artists, man, we ain't tell our artists much anything. We just told them through our actions. Our actions was the key to our success.
Yeah.
We always told them one thing. We said, your decision that you make is a reflection of us, and the decision we make is a reflection of you. So when you fuck up for all us, and we fuck up, you fuck up for all you, for you too. So when you're making a decision, think of everybody when you make that decision. Sometimes we have situations, oh man, I'm an artist, they love me, da 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 da. Yeah, they love you, but we all part of the process.
Yeah.
So let's make sure
without
that
us, there's no love.
Without all of us winning, all of us on point, you know what I'm saying? When you make a decision, remember it's all us in it that's going to be part of it.
Yeah.
So when the shit go down, we all go down. When it all go up, we all go up. So think about the next man, the next person with you.
That's dope. Well, if you had an artist right here, right now, asking you for some type of guidance in his career or her career, what would those words be?
Drew James.
Oh man, Drew,
This is the artist right here, Drew James, and you just intercept the whole situation, Drew James. You just set it up, and you knew when to call, man.
Yeah, he definitely knew.
Yo,
I'm in CT
right now. I'm right next door.
Oh man.
Oh, Drew, how you get over here, man? I thought you was on a run. You got Drew James. You doing your part, huh?
Yeah, man, I'm exploring. I'm over here. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to sit down there for a day before I leave. You know.
You let me know when you coming, man.
And
most definitely, y'all good?
Yeah, we in here. You know, Sincere got me in here running it down. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, we talking to the man behind the music, the man. We're talking to the man. You know what I mean? We got this thing where we call Winners Circle Wednesday. You know what I mean? And we basically, you know, we know the people what they do out in the general public. You know, regardless if it's acting, it's singing, it's producing, it's being a CEO, or whatever the case may be. But who is the fuel to that individual? What fuels that individual? That's what this whole thing is about. You know.
That's what. So is it live right now? Like,
We live.
You live, man. You done cut into this joint, man.
Let me tell y'all what's up. First off, I hats off to Mr. Waah, you know what I mean, the architect, the grand master and wizard behind the whole Ruff Ryder movement, along with his siblings for sure. But you know, like, I'll definitely say this, like, you know, over the last, since my first introduction to like 2007 via Stretch, shout out to Stretch, you know, like the gems, the guidance, you know, the motivation, you know, that he's instilled within me to just, you know, strive for greatness. I definitely think that, you know, he is deserving of that Wednesday recognition, you know. And I'm not saying that just because he's on the phone. Like, you know, there's so many times, like, I look at situations afterwards and I'm like, yo, the lessons and the gems that were bestowed upon me will only come with experience and with, years put into this. You see what I'm saying? Like, not a lot of dudes my age will be able to give me those same gems. So, I'm definitely appreciative of all the guidance, and it's definitely put me in a different mindset. Like, it's so funny. I look at a lot of artists that came out within the last 3 years, and I could call it if they were going to be around a year after they drop, because of the things that Waah instilled within me. Like, you gotta have hit. You gotta make those records, and you gotta have more than one up your sleeve. Like, you can't just come out the gate with one record and nothing to follow up. And I see so often now, and just how to move and how to conduct yourself. And I definitely would say that the things that he told me has helped me mature as an artist. And now it's like I cook up constantly. I've always cooked up when
You cooking up, baby. I've been watching you. You've been cooking up, baby.
You definitely cooking up.
Yeah, I love it, man. You cooking up, man. I'm loving your cook up game, baby. Yeah.
I'm not playing any games, so
you always work hard.
That's one thing, and again, I'm not saying that just because I'm on the phone with you right now. These are things that actually hold a lot of value and a lot of truth to it. There's so much more to this music industry than just the lights, camera, the action, because that's easy come and go. You meet the right PR person, boom, you're in the mix. But it's the longevity. A lot of these, artists now, you have an artist signed to another artist, signed to a label. The situations are messed up. And I tell you, from my situation with Ruff Ryders, it's there's no gimmicks behind it. There's no there's no smoke and mirrors and all of that. It's real. It's run more like a family business than a label. And that's what I'm appreciative of. And it's always good to be able to reach out and the CEO pick up the phone. How many people can call the CEO of their company and be like, yo, no, it's not happening.
What I like when I call Waah and he Sin, I'm in the meeting, or I'm gonna have to hit you back. The man actually hits you back.
He hits you back.
Yeah. It might be at 1 o'clock in the morning, but he'll hit you up. You know what I'm saying? And that to me, I'm very grateful for it, because it's it's the real deal. It's not yo, I'm gonna hit you back. That industry, I'm gonna hit you on, or we gonna talk. No, the man said, I'm gonna call you back. You know what? He gonna call me back. He might forget, but he will still call you. Be like, yo, listen, beloved, I forgot to call you, but we on the phone right now. Everything all right? So definitely,
Drew, we appreciate you on this ride, man. You dedicated, you focus, you got vision, you got dreams, you follow, you got action behind it. So, just keep doing what you do, man. When your time come, the world, they're gonna say, wait till you get a load of Drew James.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not playing.
It's over for him, man. I see the Roku. I'm saying that. What's that? I'm saying right. The clothing line right there.
Yeah, you see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Roku. Yeah, I like that. I'm feeling this, man. I know where you going with this, man. I love entrepreneur spirit, man. Definitely. The entrepreneur spirit should live in everybody.
That's it. But I'll close it out because I don't want to interrupt too long. But once again, I appreciate you, sincere. I appreciate you. I don't know if Bo's around, but I appreciate him too.
Yeah, definitely. Salute, man.
It's always just been 100 and rare to find, especially in this industry. So, both you guys salute, hats off to both you, and it's a family thing. It's yo, I'm not even calling for no brown nose points or you know what I mean, anything weird like that, no clout. Yo, I'm calling to say what's up. I'm in Connecticut. I'm 2 hours away. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna see if I can come through before I end up leaving town. If not, I'll just fly back in. We do.
Yeah, definitely. Let us know, man. We here.
We here, man. We hook up with you later, man. Thanks for calling.
Ruff Ryders Radio, salute. Sincere salute. Waah, salute. Everybody salute. Drew James, 6 side. I'm in the building. I'm in CT right now. Coming through.
All right.
That sounded like an intro.
You just dropped right in, baby. You did it.
Definitely. Well,
that's my boy Drew James in the building, man. Shout out to Kadir, Little Wiley, Mazer. Always show love to those who coming up. it's all beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ruff Ryders Next Generation got some heat, man.
It's a lot of fire, man.
Damn, you know what I'm saying?
A lot of fire.
And we gonna try to channel as much as we can from Ruff Ryders Next Generation to Ruff Ryder Radio.
Yeah, we good though, man. Where we left off at, we good?
Yeah, we definitely good, man. Waah, thank you for coming out and chopping it up with us. You know what I mean? Letting us know, you know, a little glimpse of your life and let us know, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm here, man. You
Waah
know,
is
it's
a real
nothing
person.
nothing but a phone call to get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely.
The youth is like basically with the youth is really, man, stay focused on what you don't get caught up in the hype. I say, you know, just don't get caught up in the hype. Just stay focused on your dream, your vision, have faith, and just work hard. Like, hard work pays off. You know, don't walk away from your dream after you don't put in all this work and then you get right there and just because somebody said boo and you turn left and you don't come back, that's a problem. Make sure you stick to your guns. You know, make sure you do your business. You go to school. You pick the right attorneys. Make sure you got the right accountants. Matter of fact, you be your own accountant. Be your own attorney. Make sure you read the fine print. Don't sign no deals without no guarantees. If they not guaranteeing you certain things, you're not taking the deal. You know?
Definitely.
Stay focused and handle your own. Have fun doing this. You only live once. Life goes on. And don't sweat the small stuff. When you go through something, you just say, yo, that's something that we just going through for right now. It'll be done and over with. We're gonna work through it and keep it moving.
Good. Definitely.
Forgive, don't forget. Take a negative and turn it positive. Life goes on. Have fun. Take care of your family. Raise them with respect, ethics, and principle. Because you never know if you're going to see them again tomorrow in love. One.
December 21st, Ruff Ryder Radio will be having a faculty party. We're going to be turning up with the listeners. We're going to invite every DJ on rotation. Shout out to the West Coast family that's out there spinning records. December 24th and 25th, we will be on air with DJs. All our DJs will be on rotation. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, Ruff Ryders Radio DJs will be on rotation. So take Ruff Ryder Radio and make it your travel mobile app.
That's right.
I mean, thank you guys for
Shout out to
downloading the
Ruff
app.
Ryder Lifestyle too. All the members, the national board, executive team, all the members that's been out there supporting us.